Hi, welcome to Office Eats. My name is Mary Barber. I'm a registered dietitian and I specialize in teaching people how to eat healthy. Now I know a lot of you say, oh, I don't have time to eat healthy, I'm too busy. But I can actually teach you how to make a week's worth of healthy meals in under 2 hours. All right, so now we're ready to work with the grains. The first grain I'm going to make is quinoa. So we're going to take a half a cup of dry quinoa and put it in 2 cups of boiling water. And we're going to let that simmer for about 20 minutes. So we're going to also work with 2 other grains. One is brown rice. Brown rice is great. It has a lot of fiber in it. And with brown rice, you usually take 1 cup of brown rice to 2 cups of water. Next, we're going to work with Israeli couscous. It's made with wheat and semolina flour. We use 1 cup of Israeli couscous to 1 1/4 cups of water, and you let it simmer for about 20 minutes. All right, so now we're gonna make a bunch of vegetables. We're gonna stir fry, and they're gonna go in 2 different dishes. So heat up your pan. I like to use a little bit of oil, even in a non-stick pan. It also gives the veggies a little bit more flavor. I'm gonna be using green peas and diced carrots, and frozen vegetables have the same nutritional value as fresh vegetables. So we're gonna put in some peas and carrots. We're gonna put in some broccoli and mushrooms and onions. So we're just gonna stir these around a little bit. So here we go. This is probably about 2 cups of veggies. So there'll be about 1 cup per recipe, and it looks like it's about done. So I'm gonna divide this in half, and half of it'll go for 1 recipe, and half of it'll go for another. All right, so earlier we prepared the grains, and I'll just put about 1 cup of the quinoa. Now the tofu that I'm gonna be using is baked. It comes in this form. You can buy it like this. It's gonna be a little bit more than 1/2 cup. So you just heat this up a little bit, stir it around. I like to add maybe like a little bit of soy sauce, and I might also put in a little bit of sesame oil. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this aside in a bowl, and I'm gonna make the second stir fry. So we already know that these veggies are nice and heated. Add about 1 cup of rice. And the pineapple, we're gonna be using about 1/4 cup of pineapple. I'll just add a little bit of soy sauce, add a little bit of chili powder, and we'll just toss that around for a second. So that's it for the stir fries. I'm gonna add in the edamame or soybeans, and this is gonna be your protein source for the Hawaiian pineapple stir fry. And we're good to go, so that's done. All right, so now we are ready to make the ground turkey meat for the burrito. This is about 1/2 pound of ground turkey meat, about 8 ounces. So we'll put the turkey in here, and I'm just gonna sprinkle this mix in here. It's got all sorts of spices in it, and you just kind of let it mix it around. So next, we're just gonna heat up the pan again. I just like to sort of drop the turkey in little bits and pieces. This probably takes about 5 to 7 minutes to cook. And here, because the turkey has fat in it, you don't really need to use any olive oil or any kind of oil. So it's looking like that this turkey is done, and we're gonna assemble this later. And now I'm gonna make the chicken. Now this is 2 servings of chicken. I cut up a couple of breasts of chicken I kind of diced it, but I'm gonna cook all the chicken at once, just because it's easier. So you also kind of wanna stir the chicken around just like you did the turkey. All right, so this chicken looks just about done. I'm gonna put half of it in this bowl, and I'm gonna do the Thai coconut chicken. I actually prefer to cook with the full fat coconut milk, so I'm just gonna put a little bit in there. I also want to put in some fresh bell peppers, so we just kind of stir that in a little bit. I'm also going to put in a little bit of this chili sauce, so we'll just let that simmer for a couple of minutes. But other than that, so we are done with the proteins. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes, and I'm going to check on the food. And the salmon looks done. Oh, the chicken is definitely done. And the veggies look like they're about done too, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the oven, and I'm gonna leave them in there while the oven cools down. All right, now we're ready to do the 5 lunches. The first one that we're gonna do is the veggie quinoa wrap. I'm gonna use some of these mixed vegetables in here, and I'm just gonna place them right here on the high fiber, high protein wrap. Next, we're gonna do the tofu and quinoa, and then you can kind of sauce it any way you want. You know, you could use a salad dressing, you could use a spicy sauce, and then you just kind of fold it like a little envelope, and then it just wraps right up. And the Asian chicken salad. So basically I just like to start with a bed of just regular spring mix, and then I'm gonna use the chicken that I made. So I'll add the chicken, and then I like to have something a little bit crunchy in my Asian chicken salad. So I got some of these Asian toppings at the store, and then I'll just take like my favorite salad dressing into work, and I'll put it on while I'm at work. Then we made the salmon, and we've got our roasted vegetables, and I've got some pesto over here. You can buy pesto ready-made at the store. Put the pesto on the salmon. I put a couple of scoops of the roasted vegetables. There you have it. You've got your salmon, you got your pesto, and you got your roasted vegetables. So next we have the oven-baked fried chicken sandwich. And you can put whatever you want on your sandwich. I made that coleslaw earlier, so I kind of like the coleslaw with chicken. Super easy assembly, and boom, you have your fried chicken sandwich. And that's it for lunch. So now we have 5 super healthy, nutritious lunches for you to take to work. Now we're ready to put together dinner. So as you remember before, we made the Italian-Israeli couscous, and I'm gonna do it with the Thai coconut chicken. So all I basically have to do, because I've already stir-fried the chicken, is pour it over the couscous, and it's that easy. The next dinner is the baked oven-fried chicken. Put the roasted vegetables as a side. And lastly, we're gonna be doing the ground turkey burrito. It's super easy assembly. We're just gonna take the turkey meat that we made, and we're gonna add some black beans. And then I just chopped up a little bit of tomatoes and onions to make a pico de gallo. So then you can just wrap it up, flip it over, and there you have your burrito. So there you have it. 5 lunches and 5 dinners, all done in less than 2 hours for under $100. Thanks for watching Office Eats. I'm Mary Barber, and for more information on the recipes that you saw today, be sure to click on the links below.